Hello to my fellow history lovers. Today's title is going to be What's Old is New Again. And the idea there is that I am sure if, like me, you read a lot of history, you realize it repeats. So here we go. This guy is Vladimir Putin. And as I record, this is August 2025. He is in a war. He invaded Ukraine. They are in a war and he needs more soldiers. So he has actually gone to another country altogether, North Korea, and hired soldiers from there to help with his own war effort. Well, go back to the 1700s, and this guy, King George, is in a similar situation. It is the American Revolution. He needs more soldiers, so he goes into what's modern day Germany, and he also hires soldiers who will be called Hessians. So Germany is not a unified country, they're sort of principalities, and he'll go to a prince and say, I'll pay you XYZ to send some of your soldiers across the ocean to go fight in the colonies. So the estimates of Putin over here are he has hired something like 12 to 15,000 North Koreans, and the estimates for King George were about 28,000 to 30,000, so roughly double of the Hessians that he hired. What I thought was interesting is, among other things, that the Hessians were professional soldiers. So they pretty much struck fear in the heart of the colonists, who called them mercenaries, but they were professional soldiers and they signed a contract. So it would be 4 to 6 years and then they could continue the contract. And a lot of them, it was their life career, but they could get out was the idea. But if you were in the British Army, for the most part, once you signed on, you were in for life. There was no, okay, my time is up, I'm leaving. And it was interesting that the Americans chose to follow the model of you're in it, you can sign up for a term, basically. And once that term is up, your life is your own again. And that was kind of how the Continental Army was structured. And lastly, we have no idea how much Putin is paying the North Koreans. And there's not a clear number about King George, but I did see an interesting, like a little note somewhere. It was a professor was saying the estimate would be about 16 million, actually, 16 million annually that he paid for the Hessians. And so out of curiosity, I wanted to see what do we pay for our military today. And this was a mind-boggling number. It's 987 billion, so about $1 trillion is what we pay a year on the military. So military expenses are very high. Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you for letting me share today, and I will see you tomorrow. If you think those Hessians sound kind of interesting and I'd like to meet a few, but not at the end of a bayonet, then for a brief time, you can download for free Kep Westguard and the Second Battle of Saratoga from BookFunnel, and the link is in the description below.